Hey guys, we are AICC2, makers of the Tee Box, which is a golf gift package designed for AICC student design competition.
Hey, my name's Nate Stevens. I'm a junior packaging science major and I am the researcher for the group.
My name is Sophie Owen, and I am the leader of the group.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Leach, and I am the structural designer for the Tee Box.
I'm Katie Hammond, and I am the graphic designer for the Tee Box.
AICC's 2020 Student Design Competition centers around students creating a golf gift package out of corrugated. This package is to be designed to theoretically be sent out as a promotional package to potential attendees to a golf tournament like the Ryder Cup. There are 3 different categories of this competition, one of them being the graphics-focused one. We chose this competition because we all wanted experience with corrugated given individual interests with it. Furthermore, the competition allowed us to become more familiar with the equipment and software available to us in the Sunoco Institute. To us, this competition was an opportunity to gain experience and knowledge in design. Additionally, we were able to interact more with the material, gain connections via the Institute and LinkedIn, and further all of our team working skills.
The T-Box provides a completely custom die line that will be sure to leave your customers dreaming about their unboxing experience. It leaves its mark, and golf lovers will be sure to appreciate this package. Not only will they be receiving awesome goods within the box, they will be receiving an awesome package as well. For your company, this box will keep customers coming back and will increase subscriptions. For the golf competition it will be tailored to, it will certainly mean increased attendees. This development sets a precedent for creativity that will improve the corrugated industry and leave people wanting to go farther with their own corrugated designs. Our market research was the kickstart to our production process for our package. We were able to draw inspiration from e-commerce markets such as MarketLine and Mintel Reports and physical markets such as Dick's Sporting Goods and Academy Sports and Outdoors. Some of the products that helped with the overall inspiration of our package were subscription boxes and golf equipment, such as clothes, balls, and gloves. The inspiration for our graphics were strongly influenced by the graphics on golf ball boxes and marking for the Ryder Cup tournament. For the structural component of our package, we focused mainly on drawing ideas from golf subscription boxes and the common die lines used in that market.
This is our style guide, and our color palette is unique in that we use both warm and cool colors, which traditionally can be emotionally confusing for consumers. However, we use it to juxtapose 2 groups of patriotic colors in order to hopefully elicit passion and patriotism in the consumer with one side of our package. Our typographies were chosen with the inspiration from the golf industry. Blue Phantom was chosen because it conveys quickness and luxury, while a Cumin variable concept conveys sophistication and simplicity. These 2 together give our package a luxe, athletic look that seems to do well in the golf industry given our market research. One aspect of our package that I really like is our custom-made logo. It highlights everything we wanted to in one area. It uses Blue Phantom to catch the eye and feed the desire of luxury, yet the hexagonal shape makes a fairly complex design seem slightly more simple. Every color in our style guide is used in the logo without it being too busy. The logo itself houses 2 flags, the US and the EU, with crossed golf clubs and a golf ball at the center. To me, this is a great representation of our goals with this package and the style guide itself.
During our ideation process, we combined different brainstorming methods to produce the best quality ideas for our package design. As a group, we excelled when using the structured brainstorming methods as it kept us on topic. The methods that we saw as efficient were the Scamper acronym and the Lotus Blossom chart, while the idea box and brute thinking methods resulted in scattered off-topic concepts for our package. To narrow down our ideas to 3 main concepts, we began with a 100 idea ledger. When narrowing down our ideas, we focused on common trends that we saw during our market research. We also kept an eye out for concepts that we didn't see. The golf market is an oversaturated market, and we thought that creating something unique would potentially disrupt the market and give us an advantage. We narrowed our 100 ideas into 25, then 3 final concepts to allow us to fluently transition into our prototyping phase. Our prototyping phase consisted of 2 rounds where our first round was creating 3 hack prototype concepts with simple tools like scissors and tape. The 3 prototypes were presented to our class and they were able to provide feedback on what they liked and potential suggestions they had. By combining the feedback we received from the class and the material we gathered from our market research, we were able to begin a second round of prototyping. The second round of prototyping was where we began to narrow down what we actually wanted our final package to look like. With the second round of prototyping, we actually created a physical die line that we folded up and glued together. We also started to create concepts for our graphics and applying them by simply drawing them onto the package with coloring tools. The concepts that we implemented in our 2 rounds of prototyping came from adequate market research and group brainstorming. These are the 3 concepts that we came up with for our first round of prototyping. Hack 1 and 3 were made using unique die lines that we did not see during our market research, and our Hack 2 prototype was kept simple structurally so we could focus mainly on creating good graphics. As stated before, we liked the idea of using a unique die line because it gave us an opportunity to disrupt the market. We believed that our package would stand out when sitting on the shelf and would easily catch the consumer's eye. For our Hack 2 prototype, we got the idea of using the roll and lock front package design because it was a structure that we commonly saw for the golf subscription packages. For the second round of prototyping, we combined Hack 2 and 3 together to get the best of both aspects of the package. We kept the modular components because we wanted to keep that memorable unboxing experience for the consumer and implemented parts of the Hack 2 prototype to allow room for well thought out graphics. The modular components also played into the theme of our package being the Ryder Cup. Being able to split the graphics down the middle of the modular components, we can make one side the USA graphics and the other side being the rest of the world graphics. The rivalry-based graphics design was the headlining theme for the Ryder Cup, so we saw it as advantageous to be able to enable the graphics so well. We created a new closure for our package, which was a friction-fit lid that sat on the top of the package. This opened up a whole new area for us to display our graphics and allowed us to efficiently display our logo on the top of the lid.
After prototyping came the digitization process. First, we created our die lines in Artio's CAD. Our box uses a custom die line. This unique design added time and complexity to the process. To balance that out, we chose a standard friction-fit die line for the lid. Once the die lines were complete, we uploaded them into Adobe Illustrator to add the graphics. To create our graphics, we used a variety of tools available through Illustrator. After the graphics were complete, we utilized the Studio Toolkit and the ESCO plugins to view a 3D rendering of the graphics on the box. This allowed us to make sure that all the graphics lined up and flowed properly. Here are some examples of our digitization. On the left is our die line for our box. On the top right is a flat die line with graphics in Adobe Illustrator and a 3D rendering of the box with graphics using the Studio Toolkit and the ESCO plugins. On the bottom right is a video of our box folding up in Artio's CAD. After digitization, we moved to printing our graphics and cutting our die lines. First, we printed our graphics using the Fuji Acuity Select 20 printer. We did not encounter any issues with printing. After our graphics were printed, we moved to cutting. To cut out our die lines, we used the ESCO Kongsberg table.
The mistakes we made during our production process were great learning experiences that we can take with us into the professional world. We learned how to properly run the cut and print tables by creating print, cut, and master files to allow the machines to properly read the documents. We struggled with graphic alignments, dimensions for our die line, and the correct placements for the glue flaps on our package. For our first cutting run, we chose the incorrect crease depth and ended up causing the liner to blow. Initially, we did not account for the thickness of the C-flute corrugated board, so we could not properly glue our package together. We also failed to place the registration marks in the proper place for our first run, so the cut table was not able to cut the lid with our desired dimensions. These mistakes were beneficial for us because it allowed us to produce a final package that we believe will be competitive in the golf market.